Stay a while, folks. I'm Kurt Benefit. Thanks for joining us. We got more playoff football ready for you here on Sunday. Terry Bradshaw, Howie Long, Michael Strahan, Rob Gronkowski. Let's get to it, fellas.
Let's do it.
It has been a fun start as we are halfway through Wild Card Weekend, and man, so far it has been wild.
Welcome to the playoffs, folks. The LA Rams take on the Panthers. Poking a Kua, the Rams in front. A Panther lead. Parkinson, what a catch. Wow. It's dropped, and it's over. The Rams survive.
This is the league's most played rivalry.
This is going to be rough and tumble football.
Wide open. Touchdown. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Zacchaeus, touchdown, Bears. Touchdown. They've taken the lead on the Packers. Game is over. The Bears have come from all the way behind.
Stick around.
All right, put your feet up. We've got lots of time to talk about it. Let's start by talking about that man. Obviously, Hutch, you play on the defensive side of the ball, but you had Ben Johnson there with you for a long time in Detroit. What have you seen that he has done that has led Chicago from where they were to where they sit right now?
Yeah, I mean, Ben is one of the most creative minds as a coordinator. I saw it for years in practice. I mean, it was tough practicing against him, but you see it even in that interview or even in that post game. He's you see the guys, the belief. Like now they won a playoff game, like Caleb. And that pains me as an in-division rival, but like you still see it, and I can respect what he's done and how he's done it. You know?
Ben Johnson, I mean, the coaching job that he has done there, remarkable, Rex. What do we say?
Absolutely. I mean, look, the whole question coming in, it wasn't going to be, can this team make the playoffs? That was never in consideration. Well, look at them. They win a division. This is what happens when you get the right guy to be your coach and leader of your franchise. But the job he's done specifically with Caleb Williams is incredible. Look, this guy, anybody playing better than Caleb Williams. I mean, it's amazing for only a second-year player. Yeah. But you got to tip your hat to that, that thing with Ben Johnson and Caleb. It's unreal, and it's filtered throughout that entire football.
It is. It's scary, I think, because when you combine a lot of the structure stuff that Ben Johnson brings, the run game, the play action, then you bring this element that Caleb has that's just crazy special. I mean, some of the plays that he made in the second half. You talked about not letting him out of the pocket. I mean, this guy on the run is unbelievable.
How many people could make this play?
I mean, at this point, this was so important, right? Green Bay just scored. You kind of thought the game was over. 4th and 8, 5 minutes left in the ball game. And then to do this, I mean, to go to your left. Again, this defies physics. Fellas, to get tackled by your lower body and have the strength in your upper body to make this throw, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Just an unbelievable play. I mean, again, watch this. Here comes the pressure. Nobody's open. I mean, he does this flat out on his own. And again, getting tackled right here.
Watch this.
I mean, look at this.
Watch this.
Randy, that
What's it look
silhouette
like?
looks like somebody else in Chicago, man.
It look like Jordan. I see you out there, Caleb. That look like Jordan. But, hey, since we got my man Hutch out here, Hutch, we sit here and look at the highlights every single weekend, and we're in awe of what Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams has done in Chicago. You are out there on the field for 60 minutes plus trying to get him down to try to win the game. Can you talk about his skill set? Because us watching it from here on the television, we can't get the love and respect. I know you're going to get him, so can you talk about his skill set live in person?
Yeah, I mean, it's so clear as a runner. I think I missed probably 2 or 3 sacks on him this year, which hurt so bad.
Just this year.
If you're the first one running in, that's where it's the hardest because he's got the spin out. It's very quick, and man, he's so tough to defend. But I really think he's grown in Ben's system too, especially as the year gone on. Ben is a very progression system. It's evolved. It's high level offense, and I think as the year has progressed, he really has gotten a grasp of the offense. The offense in a great way.
Yeah, they never die. These Bears never die. I said it yesterday. It's just 21-0, 21-3, 21-6. It doesn't matter at all. They came out the second half. They played so much better. Rex, the pressure was getting there. They stopped the run. Defense really stepped up for them. It's not like they got turnovers this game. Yeah. They just played solid D in the second half.
That's to my point. I have been super critical of their defense and will remain that way throughout the playoffs. However, you got to give them credit. They had 4 Ks, and 4 Ks are 3 and outs, right?
Yep.
You call them Ks a strikeout. That's how Green Bay started the half. And so, to me, I got to give credit where credit's due. That defense was a major contributor as well in this victory.
And maybe the Packers a contributor to that as well. Some of the things that we saw from them in that second half, wasting a couple of timeouts, taking a delay coming off of a timeout, and then our research producer Jacob Nerob with an outstanding tweet. In the second half, with a big lead, the Packers threw the ball on 74% of their plays, which the average in the NFL is under 50%. So there will be some questions about how they handled that, maybe even some questions about the future of their coach. And that brings us to Adam Schefter for the first time this morning. Schefter, what are we thinking after a heartbreaker for Green Bay?
Well, good morning, gentlemen. The Green Bay Packers and their new president, Ed Policy, have a significant decision to make here in the coming days. And that is whether to extend Matt LaFleur's contract, he's currently got 1 year remaining, or to move on from him. If they moved on from him, he automatically would go near the top of the coaches available and shake up this current head coaching cycle yet again. Notice how we said this belongs to the Packers president, Ed Policy. Well, the Packers' former president back in the day was a man by the name of Bob Harlan. Bob Harlan's son, Brian Harlan, represents John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is a Midwestern guy who has a home in the Upper Peninsula. And a lot of people around the league have been wondering if the Packers decide to go in a different direction, if all of a sudden the Green Bay Packers might vault to the top of John Harbaugh's list as the top available choice for him. This has been a wild, crazy coaching cycle, and we may just be scratching the surface, Greeny.
That's extremely well put. We thought that maybe John Harbaugh waiting till next week to take his interviews, perhaps waiting out, seeing what some other situations might turn into. We speculated about Green Bay. There'll be speculation about Buffalo. Rex, your thoughts on the possibility of your buddy Harbaugh in Green Bay?
Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, certainly that would be, if you're going to move on from an outstanding coach like Matt LaFleur, it would be for one man, and that would be John Harbaugh. All right, you're not going to take a lesser coach in there.
I think this is crazy. Well, I mean, Matt LaFleur has done an unbelievable job. You have a young quarterback, a bunch of young talent on the offensive side. There are teams dying to get a hold of a coach that knows this system. This is the most sought-after offensive system in the NFL. Matt LaFleur, I think, is a hell of a coach, and he's done a great job. Obviously, come up short in the playoffs now again. But what are we talking about?
I agree also. I agree. This is insane. I think LaFleur is a great coach, but that's Adam Schefter. Okay? And when Adam Schefter speaks, you better listen. Now, I'll say this. If the Green Bay Packers, if they think about getting rid of Matt LaFleur, you already better have Harbaugh signed. Right. I mean, you can't do that, of course, but yes, you can. All right? So you better have everything behind the scenes. If you know Harbaugh's your guy and this is what you want, because everything what Adam Schefter just said, there better be hands down. You know you're going to get him because you let Matt LaFleur go. I mean, this is crazy to me. So
Matt LaFleur, in the last 6 playoff games, the Packers are 1-5. For whatever that stat is worth, how much of that is on the coach? We've had a lot of conversations this week about playoff disappointment. The Packers, unfortunately, have had a good deal of that. So that's our top story this morning, an unbelievable game, Shefty. There's much more to get